This is my audience. So my hometown is Muncie, Indiana. So have you ever heard any interesting facts about Muncie?
No.
All right, I'm going to give you a couple real quick. So Muncie was actually named the typical American city, and we were actually named Little Chicago during the Prohibition era of 1920 because of gambling and bootleg liquor. So many people don't think that Muncie has that much to offer, but when you've grown up here your entire life, you kind of learn things here and there about the little city that you grew up in as a kid, and it just makes it so much more special. So today I'm going to be talking about some of the people and places in Muncie that have a significant meaning to Muncie. So for starters, I'm going to be talking about Minnetrista, which this picture is right here. So Minnetrista Minnetrista Museum has the history of the Ball Company and the Ball family around it. And around Muncie, the Ball family is a really big deal since they're affiliated with Ball State as well. So at Minnetrista, they have artwork all throughout the museum, and they have many different things there, like activities and like stuff like that to do. And they also have the farmers market in there, which I also think is really cool. So Minnetrista has a Luminary Lights Festival every Christmas around that time, where they have just a bunch of different activities that kids and families can do, and they have like ring toss, like with candy canes that you can win, stuff like that. And with the luminary lights, you can walk around the sidewalks and just like go through like the little like pattern of lights. So with that, then you can also do prom pictures there as well. Many people in the town of Muncie have done prom pictures there. Every May, it's completely packed with kids for prom and stuff like that, which I think is really cool. So now I'm going to be talking to you about McGalliard Road. So McGalliard Road is a very popular place in Muncie. It's where all of our main stores are at, stuff like that. So there's a picture of it. And with McGalliard, we have like Little Caesars, Applebee's, the mall, Target, and stuff like that, which I think is really cool, even though the mall isn't as big as what it used to be. And then we also have McAllister's and Dick's Sporting Goods there too. So the next person I'm going to be talking about is Jim Davis, which made Garfield. So Garfield is actually really well known around the town of Muncie since he's actually from the Muncie area, but he was originally from Marion. So he was born in Marion in 1945, and he also went to Ball State, and then he made Garfield in 1981. So about Jim, he grew up here almost his entire life other than being born in Marion and going to Ball State. And I grew up with his grandkids. I actually graduated high school with his grandson, and they're all really good people, so that's a fun fact about him. So now I'm going to be talking about David Letterman. So David Letterman actually graduated from Ball State and also held a recording booth that was a TV series that was called Make It or Break It while he was at Ball State. So here's that picture of him now. Here's that picture. So since many people have known about David Letterman through college students just going to Ball State and knowing the David Letterman building, it's just pretty historic, and it's cool because he comes back every so often just to talk to kids, talk to us and everything like that. So now the last person I'm going to be talking about is Bob Ross. So Bob Ross actually filmed the show The Joys of Painting and was known for Happy Little Trees and Happy Little Clouds. He actually filmed that show at the WIPB studio that was actually in Ball State, and that television series went from 1984 to 1994, and then here's a picture of him as well. So everything about Muncie is honestly pretty cool when you think about it. It's just a small little town where kind of everybody knows everybody, and it's really important to everyone. So now that I've told you about all the attractions and people and roads in Muncie, going from Minnetrista to McGalliard, then to Garfield, then David Letterman, then to Bob Ross, I hope that you enjoyed learning about my town.